Think of fried chicken and chances are KFC pops into your mind. But have you ever wondered how this global fast food giant actually started? Believe it or not, the man behind KFC, Colonel Harland Sanders, didn't even find success until his 60s. His story is full of failures, rejections, and unexpected twists. And today, we're diving deep into how a broke gas station owner turned his secret chicken recipe into a multi-billion-dollar empire. So sit back, grab some snacks, maybe some fried chicken, and let's get into it. Harland Sanders was born in 1890 in a small town in Indiana. And let me tell you, his childhood wasn't easy. His father passed away when he was just 5 years old, leaving his mother to take care of three kids alone. That meant young Harland had to step up. By age 7, he was already cooking meals for his siblings. Yep, at 7. But school? Not really his thing. He dropped out in 7th grade and started bouncing between jobs. He was a farmhand, a streetcar conductor, a railroad worker, a lawyer for a little while, and even tried selling insurance. Spoiler alert, he got fired a lot. By his 40s, the Sanders finally settled in Corbin, Kentucky, where he ran a small gas station. But instead of just selling fuel, he did something different. He started cooking for travelers. People loved his homemade fried chicken, and soon he opened a small restaurant. Things were finally looking up for Sanders, but life had other plans. By the 1930s, Sanders' little roadside restaurant was booming. People would drive miles just to get a taste of his fried chicken. But there was one big problem. It took too long to cook. Traditional frying methods took about 30 minutes, and customers weren't patient. That's when Sanders had a breakthrough. He discovered that pressure frying could cook chicken in just 9 minutes, while keeping it crispy on the outside and juicy on the inside. And then, the secret ingredient, his legendary blend of 11 herbs and spices. To this day, only a handful of people know the exact recipe. The original handwritten note is locked away in a vault at KFC headquarters. But just when it seemed like he had figured it all out, disaster struck again. In the early 1950s, a new interstate highway was built. And guess what? It completely bypassed Sanders' restaurant. Business dried up, and at 65 years old, he was completely broke. Imagine working for decades and ending up with nothing. Most people would have given up, but not Sanders. Instead, he came up with an insane idea. He started traveling across the country with nothing but a pressure cooker, a bag of seasoning, and a dream. His pitch? He would walk into restaurants, cook them his fried chicken for free, and if they liked it, they could franchise his recipe in exchange for a small cut of the profits. Sounds smart, right? Well, not everyone thought so. He was rejected 1,009 times. 1,009. But rejection number 1,010? That was a yes. And that yes came from a small restaurant in Salt Lake City, Utah. That's where the first official KFC franchise was born. After that first franchise, things exploded. More restaurants wanted in, and within a few years, KFC had over 600 locations across the US and Canada. In 1964, at 73 years old, Sanders decided to sell KFC for $2 million, which would be about $19 million today. But he didn't just walk away. He stayed on as the brand's spokesperson, wearing his signature white suit and black tie everywhere he went. That's right. Colonel Sanders wasn't just a marketing icon. He was the face of the company. But while the brand kept growing, Sanders wasn't always happy with what KFC became. He thought the company was cutting corners on quality and even publicly criticized them. In fact, he once called KFC's gravy sludge and said their mashed potatoes looked like wallpaper paste. Still, no matter how much the menu changed, KFC was unstoppable. And today it's bigger than ever. Fast forward to today, and KFC has over 27,000 locations in 150 plus countries. And some of the things they do around the world are absolutely wild. Japan. Christmas means KFC? That's right. In Japan, it's a tradition to eat KFC on Christmas Eve, and people pre-order their buckets weeks in advance. China. KFC is actually more popular than McDonald's. They have over 9,000 stores there. Russia. They once opened a KFC that was completely cashless. You could only pay with an app. Marketing stunts. KFC has made chicken-scented candles, chicken-scented sunscreen, and even a romantic dating simulator game starring Colonel Sanders. Yeah, that happened. Ha ha ha. Colonel Sanders passed away in 1980 at 90 years old, but his legacy is still alive today. He proved that age doesn't matter, that you can fail 1,000 times and still win big, that with enough persistence, even a broke gas station owner can build a global empire. So the next time you eat a piece of KFC, remember, you're not just biting into fried chicken, you're tasting history. And that's the story of KFC. What do you think? Would you have kept going after 1,000 rejections? Let me know in the comments. If you love this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more epic stories, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.